Senators representing Edo State at the National Assembly have donated 2 trailer loads of food items to support the Governor Godwin Obaseki-led government's response to the coronavirus pandemic in the state. The senators are Matthew Urugide, representing Edo South Senatorial District under the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Clifford Odia, representing Edo Central under the PDP, and Francis Alimekana, representing Edo North under the All Progressives Congress (APC). The relief materials donated to the state government include rice, beans and indomie noodles, which will serve as palliatives to cushion the adverse economic effects of the pandemic in the state. Receiving the items, Governor Godwin Obaseki said though the senators are not the highest-ranking Edo indigenes in Abuja, but they have deemed it fit to support the state government with the food items in order to ameliorate the suffering of Edo people in the wake of the pandemic. Obaseki noted that without waiting for support or donations, the state government took bold steps to ensure it contains the spread of COVID-19 in the state, adding that the health and well-being of its citizens remain paramount. He added, this support is uplifting because sometime last week, some people started playing politics with the situation on ground instead of collaborating with the state government to fight the scourge. We are doing a lot in the area of healthcare as we have trained 4,200 healthcare workers to help in the fight against the COVID-19. We are doing massive screening, and in our first week, we screened over 54,000 persons, and the target for us is to screen 100,000 this week. Out of this, we intend to test and collect a minimum of 100 samples each day, and the goal is to screen how many people? And the goal is to screen as many as possible. Well, let's see how many they are still going to be screening again. Yes, he said our goal is to screen 500,000 residents in the state and test a minimum of 5,000 samples. This will help us understand the spread of the virus and how best to stop it. Senator Urugide, who spoke on behalf of the members of the Upper Legislative Chamber, commended the efforts of the state government in curtailing the spread of the virus across the state, noting that their support was prompted by the determined efforts made by the state government. He continued, it is wise to collaborate and support the government, noticing the determination and purposeful leadership of Governor Godwin Obaseki in curtailing the spread of the disease. At the federal level, the 109 senators have donated 50% of our salaries to support the federal government to face the challenges. At the state level, these food items are our contributions to support the Edo state government that has done a lot already to ensure the spread of the virus is halted. Following our contribution at the federal level, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development asks us to contribute by bringing names in addition to what the state governments have done as regards the homegrown food program and conditional cash transfer. This is not a political issue, but the focus is on vulnerable and needy in the state. Well, this is a good initiative from these senators, even though they are not from the ruling party in that state, they still deemed it fit. And according to what the governor said, that this is not time to play politics, that these people are not even high-ranking senators or whatever in Abuja. I think that is inconsequential. It's not by high ranking, because we always look for position and all of that. We like power too much. But that being said, that they have deemed it fit to support the government. And according to what they themselves, the senators are saying, that because of the work they saw or they've seen the governor doing, in trying to curtail the spread of this virus, that's why they are moved to support him. And from Obaseki's response, that those who are supposed to support them, they are doing something else, of which, of course, I know he has been, which a lot of us know or are aware, that he has been having this back and forth with Oshomole, and even concerning this lockdown or no lockdown, they've been going back and forth on this particular issue. So he expected them even at that level to support in curbing this coronavirus. Of course, he's the governor, and those who will support. But just like he said, he has done so much, he has done so well in this area. I mean, the governor of Edo State, according to what he said. And you know, there was a time he said, recently he said they've spent 1 billion naira so far on this issue of COVID-19. Of course, some PDP members came and said, no, how can you say you have spent 1 billion naira on this thing within the space of how many weeks? But from what they are saying now, or from what the governor is saying, the like the equipment or the isolation center, the kit, the tests they are running on people, and they are targeting 500,000 as the case may be. They've done about how many thousand people, but they are still working towards in curtailing this virus. But that being said, but what is important now is that APC and PDP senators, they join forces with Obaseki to battle um, the pandemic, which is a welcome development, because they just have to do it, because this kind of a thing is he does not know whether you are APC, he does not know whether you are PDP, he does not know whether you are short or having some kind of fat amount in your bank account. So everybody must come together no matter what, because it's not written on forehead. And again, sharing the palliatives they are always talking about. I think the whole thing, seeing as much the lockdown in the states, in those states that the federal government really gave directives for them to be locked down, they started using it. I think this issue of lockdown is not even raining again. I think the most important thing is to educate people on how to be careful and take necessary cautions. But in Edo State, I don't think there has not been full total lockdown. It's like they have a coffee or something. But I don't know whether this social distancing, they are really announcing that, of course, which is supposed to be part of the ways of curtailing or curbing this virus. But they've not been on full lockdown. So let them continue with what they are doing. Like I said, this COVID-19 does not know who you are. It does not know whether you are black or you are white. And that is how it has been. It has been. Someone say, political rights. Hey, hey. Nice one, senators. May God bless them for the donations. It's a good one, but let the donation get to the appropriate people. Not at the end of the day, they will share it among themselves. Because these politicians can be funny. I don't even know when they are going to change from all this antics they always playing here and there. People who do not trust you, those that you are leading do not trust you. It's very unfortunate. Nice one, senators. Okay, may God continue to bless you. Some say that is the spirit of oneness that needs to be among us. It must not be my own, my own, my own all the time. Thank you. More can still be done. Long live Edo lies. So guys, I don't know what else again. Let's have your own take with what these senators, not even from APC senators, not even APC senators, we're talking about PDP too, because they said they have seen the work that this man is doing, and that is why they have come to support him, to support the government, and the government is doing its own bit to make sure that everything is in order, and that's why they've come to support them. One important thing is that let people themselves, let them take the necessary steps so that this thing will not spread, so that the efforts people are making will yield positive results, because we know what is happening in the north now, because it has overwhelmed them, unless they would do the needful. If not, and one thing again, somebody was talking about this people coming from the north, that in Edo State they are not restricting them, they are just, it's like a free entry and free exit, which I don't know whether that is the uh that is really what is happening there, because with all of these things they are doing, if the total lockdown on interstate is not effective, all of these things will not yield positive results. In as much people themselves in that state will do their own bidding, the government has been doing its own part. The most important thing now is that nobody should enter the state, or they should just watch those who are entering the state, so that all these their efforts will not come to naught. That is just the way I see it. If not, kasala will burst at the end of the day. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.